$5. That's it. Not 500. Not 5,000. Just $5. Most people spend $5 without thinking. A coffee. A snack. A delivery fee. An app subscription they forgot they even had. And honestly, $5 doesn't feel like enough money to change your life. That's exactly why this challenge is so powerful. Because today we're answering a simple question. What would actually happen if you invested just $5 a day? Not fantasy numbers. Not become a millionaire next year nonsense. Real numbers. Real timelines. Real expectations. And by the end of this video, you might look at $5 very differently. Because this challenge isn't really about $5. It's about proving something most people never realize. Small actions become huge when time gets involved. Let's begin. Part 1: Why most people never start. One of the biggest investing mistakes isn't picking the wrong stock. It's believing you need a lot of money to start. Think about the messages people hear every day. You need thousands to invest. You need a financial advisor. You need to wait until you're making more money. So people wait. And wait. And wait. Years go by. Nothing happens. The problem isn't lack of opportunity. The problem is believing small amounts don't matter. Imagine two people. Person A waits until they have $10,000. Person B starts with $5 a day immediately. Who wins? Most people assume the person with more money wins. Not always. Because investing rewards time more than perfection. Time is the secret ingredient. And unfortunately, time is the one thing nobody can buy back. That's why this challenge matters. It's not about becoming rich from $5. It's about building momentum. Because the first investment isn't really about money. It's about changing your identity. You stop saying, "I'll start one day," and start saying, "I am an investor." That shift changes everything. Part 2: The real numbers. Now let's talk about the part everyone wants to know. What happens if you actually invest $5 every day? $5 a day equals $35 per week. About $150 per month. About $1,825 per year. Not life-changing. At least not yet. But let's assume that money is invested consistently. Let's also assume an average annual return of around 8%. Not guaranteed. Just a reasonable long-term example. Here's what happens. After 5 years, you contribute $9,125. Your account could grow to approximately $10,700. Not bad. You've earned money simply by being patient. But here's the thing. The first few years are usually the least exciting. Many people quit here. Because growth still feels slow. And that's exactly why most people never experience compounding. They stop before it becomes interesting. After 10 years, you've contributed $18,250. Your account could grow to roughly $28,000. Now something different is happening. Your money is beginning to help create more money. The snowball is moving. Slowly. But it's moving. After 20 years, you've contributed $36,500. Your account could grow to approximately $89,000. Read that again. You invested less than $40,000. Yet the account could be worth close to $90,000. That's the power of time. Not magic. Time. And now let's look at something even more interesting. After 30 years. Total contributions. $54,750. Potential value: around $220,000. From $5 a day. Think about that. Many people spend more than $5 daily on things they don't even remember buying. Yet that same amount invested consistently could grow into a six-figure asset. And before someone comments, "That's still not enough to retire," you're right. But that's not the lesson. The lesson is what happens when small habits scale. Part 3, the challenge isn't about money. Here's the truth. The $5 a day challenge is not really an investing challenge. It's a behavior challenge. Because most people can find $5. Not everyone. But most. The difficult part isn't finding it. The difficult part is consistency. Day after day. Week after week. Month after month. Year after year. Think about how often we underestimate small habits. $5 seems tiny. One workout seems insignificant. One chapter of a book feels meaningless. One healthy meal doesn't transform your body. But repeated actions create outcomes. The challenge works because it trains something much more valuable than investing. It trains discipline. And discipline compounds too. Someone who can consistently invest $5 eventually learns they can invest 10. Then 20. Then 50. Then 100. Because habits scale. Most wealth isn't built through one giant decision. It's built through thousands of small decisions. And that's encouraging. Because it means you don't need to change your entire life overnight. You just need to start. The psychology of small wins. People often fail financially because their goals are too big. Save $100,000. Become a millionaire. Retire early. Those goals are exciting. But they're also intimidating. The brain struggles to connect with goals that feel decades away. $5 feels manageable. Achievable. Real. That's why small wins matter. Every investment becomes proof. Proof that you're building something. Proof that your future matters. Proof that you're moving forward. And over time, those tiny proofs become confidence. Confidence becomes consistency. Consistency becomes results. What if you can't invest $5? This part is important. Some viewers genuinely can't spare $5 right now. And that's okay. The lesson isn't the exact amount. The lesson is the habit. Maybe your number is $1 per day, $2 per day, $10 per week, $20 per month. The amount matters less than the consistency. Because personal finance is personal. Everyone starts from a different place. Different countries. Different salaries. Different responsibilities. Different challenges. Comparison doesn't help. Progress does. And whatever your starting point is, start there. Not where someone else is. The bigger lesson. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 month. And underestimate what they can do in 10 years. That's why investing feels boring. The rewards are delayed. The results are invisible at first. Nobody celebrates your first $10 invested. Nobody congratulates you for skipping one unnecessary purchase. But those decisions matter. Quietly. In the background. Month after month. Year after year. And eventually, what felt insignificant becomes substantial. Not because you found a shortcut. Because you stayed consistent. That's the real challenge. Not investing $5. Becoming the kind of person who keeps going. Main takeaway. So what is the $5 a day investment challenge really teaching us? 3 things. First, starting matters more than waiting. Second, small amounts become powerful when combined with time. Third, investing is less about money and more about behavior. Because wealth isn't usually built in dramatic moments. It's built quietly. One choice. One habit. One day at a time. And $5 is enough to prove that. Here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, invest $5 a day. Or whatever amount fits your situation. Track it. Watch it. Build the habit. Not because it will make you rich in a month, but because it can change how you think about money forever. If you're taking the challenge, comment below. I'm in. And tell us what amount you're starting with. If you enjoyed this video and want more practical, no-hype personal finance content, subscribe to the channel. We're building wealth the realistic way. One smart decision at a time. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next video.